Hello, this is Sable Guy huddled up in a corner, hoping that the microphone isn't picking up noise from my PC. So, I'm going to tell the story of how I almost peed myself. This this wasn't even a story from like when I was 8. This was just from just a couple years ago. So, sit down and do whatever it is you need to prepare to listen to a story. As I still don't have a clue on how to animate things, I'll just be using footage of me playing Star Wars Battlefront 2 as video to hold you over for the audio. Although I will do my best to add some special effects. So, anyways, like I said, this story takes place a couple years ago where my then girlfriend was having some obscure cousins, sisters, daughters type relatives staying over at her house for a while, and they brought their dog. And the first red flag given to me about the dog was her saying that, oh, he's a little angry at others. He was kind of mistreated. Unfortunately, my naive ass ignored that warning and said, oh, I love dogs. I'm sure he's just fine. I want to see him ASAP. So, the next time I visit her house, she has the dog. And immediately when I see it, the second red flag showed up. It was a giant fucking pit bull. But she was there, like, giving him scritchy scratchies, and he was, like, cuddled up with her. So I decided, he's probably just a little growly, but I'm sure if I just be nice, things will work out. I mean, I'm sure all those horror stories involving pit bulls are just myths. And I'm definitely not racist towards dogs. So I'm going to approach him and try and pet him. The second I take a step towards the dog, it immediately goes ballistic. Just flat out Captain FN fucking nuts, barking and growling, and I I immediately just run away shouting, okay, I was just kidding. Please don't kill me. Ah! So from that point on, whenever I came over, my girlfriend would remove him from the room and put him outside so that he wouldn't come and try to maul me. Although in the back of my mind, while listening to him whimper, I decided that, much like Luke Skywalker to Darth Vader, there was good in him, and I just needed to find it, and then we could have a loving, peaceful relationship together. So every other time I went to my girlfriend's house or so, I'd visit the dog and try to like reason with him for some reason. I'd be there like, hey man, I understand this is a lot of pressure for you, and I want you to be in the house too, man. I'm on your side in this issue. Why can't we just work together? I'm just telling him that as he's like frothing at the mouth at me, which I probably would have been scared if it weren't for the metal fence guarding me. When my girlfriend found out I was having those mellow heart to heart mediation sessions with him, she decided maybe, just maybe, if we sat face to face and I gave him a dog treat, things might mellow out between us. So I end up agreeing, and we end up trying to set up that scenario. It, it eventually happened in the kitchen, though it seemed more like a high noon, awkward, quiet standoff than a mellow heart to heart. So he's still barking at me, but I offer him the treat and he calms down and takes it, and he sits there calm, and I decide, I let out a sigh of relief, thinking it's finally over. We can finally be friends. And I reach over, and as I do, the dog just lunges straight at me. I guess some people have a fight or flight reflex, but I guess for me, I have a piss or kiss reflex, because immediately my reaction after I lunged backwards was feeling my bladder release like a fire hose. I felt my bladder release just completely. I didn't actually pee myself, thankfully, because I had gone to the bathroom earlier, but if I had any sort of liquid inside of me, it would have definitely poured out, and I probably would have shit my pants too at it. I decided from that point on I would never interact with that dog again, as I realized it was a no-go. He was too far gone. I wasn't man enough to turn him into an adorable puppy, and I don't think he ever was one to begin with. On the bright side, though, after we broke up, the dog ended up attacking her new boyfriend, so that's kind of a plus. So, again, this is Sable Guy, and I'd like to thank you for watching all the way to the end. Uh, if you liked it, please check out my other videos and content. I try to make a few sketches along with my gameplay videos. So, like and subscribe and all that other good stuff, and bye bye.